understand what really happened in the Enron saga, we're speaking to former Solicitor General of India, Mr. Harish Salve, to really understand what happened at the time he was replaced when India had a good case, but we threw it all away. Mr. Salve, thank you for joining us. The first thing we want to ask you is, you were at the helm of affairs when this entire Dabhol controversy happened. You were the Solicitor General, you were later replaced. Do you remember how the case was? Do you think the Enron case as it was a good case for India, sir?
Rhythm, this is quite a while ago. I remember we first brought an action on behalf of, I think, the financial institutions, and we had taken the position that the PPA is tainted by fraud. I don't remember the details why, but I do remember we had a pretty decent case. We got interim injunctions. The matter was carried to Supreme Court, and I think we successfully defended, and the court said try and resolve it. But at that time, all injunctions were in place. Then, next thing we knew is, to the best of my recollection, GE Bechtel took out an action against their insurance companies, in which it was a common premise that the PPA is valid, but India is not paying, so they got some order in their favor. Then the insurance company and GE Bechtel brought the matter against Government of India and State of Maharashtra. Now, Government of India was absolutely clear, and there was no action, in our view, against Government of India which had any merit. And I thought we had a pretty good defense, but then I'm again talking of 2002, 3, 4, so memory fades. But I thought we had a pretty good case. And then there was a change of lawyers, and then I have absolutely no idea. I didn't keep track of what happened.
Mr. Salve, we also wanted to know, in this case, you were dropped, and unceremoniously there was a Pakistani lawyer called Khawar Qureshi who was brought in. We have papers that indicate he was paid 200 to 300 pounds an hour. At a time when there were escalated tensions with Pakistan, why do you think the government would do something that is so out of the ordinary to drop its topmost lawyer who's ready to appear for them at a small charge and bring in an international lawyer, a Pakistani lawyer who's asking for hiked rates?
Well, I don't know. I think this is something which you can ask the people who were in the driving seat at that time. I mean, a lawyer is always a choice of a client. So if they wanted somebody, they got somebody. Why they got, how they got, and who selected whom is a matter which, honestly, I don't know anything. As far as we were concerned, we were out, and that was the end of it. By God's kindness, I've never had to chase work. We didn't bother to find out what happened.
How did this entire proceeding actually happen, Mr. Salve? The fact that you were at the helm of affairs, suddenly you were told to leave, someone was brought in. Was it a smooth process? Did they ask you for anything? Did you give them an opinion?
No, I remember we were working on something, Shalem Sarup and I. And he told me they wanted the work in progress, and I said, look, honestly, it's not fair to give work in progress to somebody, because by definition it is work in progress, and who takes responsibility? So, I mean, this is again, you're asking me things.
Right, by work in progress, Mr. Salve, you mean, by work in progress, Mr. Salve, you mean that they wanted some notes that you might have made in the Enron case to be handed over to Qureshi?
We were working on it. We were working on it. So, there was stuff which we had done and we had read up. But when somebody, I don't, work in progress is my tentative work. So, it's obvious that it's my tentative work, and if I can't take responsibility, it's not fair to pass it on, because if somebody says, this is from Mr. Salve, and I may myself tomorrow change it completely.